We're watching Melissa's Legally Blind World YouTube channel. Let's have some nerding out, education, and fun. Hey guys, I know it's been a while, Saber community friends, but I'm dealing with DOB, or as some would call DBS, but, I want to talk about lightsaber accessibility, because I feel it matters, you know, like, for the visually impaired, like lightsaber accessibility for the visually impaired. I feel it's a big issue. Sorry if I look dark. Let me see if I can. As I feel accessibility is a big issue. In the Saber world, and I really want to talk about it, and because I feel Saber accessibility, especially hilt accessibility, and this might be a lengthy video because it's a big issue, especially for if you're visually impaired or blind, and why, Saber accessibility should be, the hot topic, because Saber accessibility will benefit, a lot, and especially in groups, like if you're trying to if you're trying to see photos, I would at best watch a video that gives an audio description of the saber, from hilt to control box to emitter guard to emitter to pommel to blade to the grips, this to the color, so you know what color, size, and shape you're getting. When I had my Saber experience, I had a lot of accessibility and help and best friends, and I have an awesome, reputable Saber source, I think you call it. I don't know what to call the Royal Armory. They sometimes are part charity, sometimes are part, company, but they're pretty awesome. I will link the link to the Rebel Armory, or as it's called for short, T, capital R, capital A, down below. And I just figured I'd talk about this issue because there's, not very many visually impaired people in the Saber community, except for maybe some exceptions like me, Theory of a Blind Man, Livestream Strikes Back, and maybe One of the Blind and Sighted now, because I taught them now about sabers. But yeah, sorry if you see the camera angle. Yeah, that's my phone. I have a new phone.
6:51 p.m. 80% screen off.
That's my new phone. It's a Motorola One. Has 5G. But that's not the topic of the video. But anyway, Saber accessibility, I feel, is a big, topic. Because especially when dealing with a hilt and blade, I feel, if you're getting, NeoPixel and you're afraid, ask around and, ask, what do I do? How far does it go down? What do I feel for? Don't be afraid to ask all those questions, because it'll really help you in the long run. Like when I got my blind Padawan saber, I was scared, about the navigation, about the moving about the hill, and the blade especially, because the blind Padawan is a NeoPixel accessible hilt, and that scared me, because you're dealing with Neo pogo pins somewhere in the emitter, but they're down. You won't be able to see them depending on your acuity. But you'll have a warning of that they're there. The first thing I would do if you're visually impaired and getting a saber is to ask your sabersmith and warn your sabersmith of your disability, and how much visual acuity you have for both eyes. Like for me, I said to my sabersmith, who was Scarecrow's Workshop and TRA, I told them I'm 2200 in my right eye, with a limited visual field of color tunnel vision, and my left eye being totally blind. And they were like, oh, you have it rough. And I was like, yeah. And, feel free to let your sabersmith know. And once they know that, they'll start putting in the parameters for hilt accessibility. However, if you're totally blind, I would have somebody, describe your hilt in length and inches and size and, all the 9 yards. Describe which way the NeoPixel blade goes, which way is the PCB end, and how to face it. Best bet you can do is find your emitter, hold one hand there, take your NeoPixel blade, and Packing Tech taught me this. It's it's safe to touch. It's not gonna zap you. Especially my NeoPixel blade. I was scared to touch it, and it told, and I was told, when I asked around, when I asked TRA, I'm scared to touch it, TRA, what do I do? And they said, don't worry, that's Facebook Messenger, I'll check that. Hang on. Sorry about that. I was looking at a message on my phone on Messenger. But anyway, so yeah, Saber accessibility, I feel, should be, a big thing, especially on groups. Sorry, had another message. But when you're in a Saber community group, like here, the Rebel Armory, and you use a screen reader, like for me on my phone, I use what's called TalkBack.
Repulse collectible. One reaction. Like button. Comment button. Double tap.
And this is Facebook, of course. I'm on TRA right now, the Rebel Armory.
The Rebel Armory, out of list. Cad Bane on the hashtag CCFX button.
And
Double tap to activate.
And you can navigate with your screen reader till you find what you want, especially if it's about your Saber.
Rebel Arm. Back. But group cover photo. Search in the Rebel Armory. Share. Button. Member tools. Button. Photo. Maybe an 40 reactions. Button. Like button. Comment button. Open message button. Write a comment. Button. Photo comment. Button. Avatar comment. Button. Sticker comment. Button. Double tap to activate.
And you can
Clint Morrison.
and you can navigate around.
Showing items 6 to.
And if you want to learn about your Saber, you can request videos or go into a TRA thread on the Rebel Armory,
Profile pic. Clint Morris. Admin.
and
Double
you
tap
can
to activate.
and if they better yet post a link to your Saber on TRA or wherever you're getting yours, you can navigate to the link they sent.
June 22nd. Post menu. Another thread I like to visit. Free. Shared link image. About this content. Shared link. What song are you currently listening to? The Rebel.
That's a thread, and you would open it.
Facebook. 13%. Progress bar. Out of list. 100%. Close browser. But. HTTP. More options. https://therebelarmory.com/ more options. What song are you currently The Rebel Armory. Home. Link. Welcome guest. Please. Login. Link. Or. Register. Period. Collapsed. Navigation. Banner. This image isn't labeled. Open topics. This image isn't labeled. Open the more options.
Now there is not too much accessibility with certain stuff. Like for example, there's an unlabeled
Banner. This image isn't labeled. Open the more options.
like a label that's not.
Talkback menu. Links. 1 of 8. In list. 8 items. Read from next item. Copy last spoken. Screen search. 4 of 8. Hide screen. 5 of 8.
But
Double tap to activate.
if you use talkback, you can do.
Facebook. This image isn't labeled.
But you can, if it'll allow, you can go up, adjust it with one single finger, and go up and right until you see the talkback menu pop up.
Talkback menu. Links. 1 of 8. In list. 8 items.
And
Double tap to activate.
and you go through the talkback menu until you find what you want to do, like label or get a description. For me, it says that there's a link here.
Talkback settings. Voice commands. Hide screen. Screen search. Copy last spoken. Read from next item. Links. 1 of 8. Talkback menu. Links. 1 of 8. In Facebook.
I'm not gonna do that, but you can just keep navigating through TRA.
Open topics. What song are you currently listening? Reply. Button. Double tap to act. Collapsed. Thread options. Menu. Search. Edit box. Previous. Link. 1. Link. Dot dot. Double tap to act. 12. Link. 13. Double tap. 14. Link. Dot dot. Double tap to activate.
And that's probably the number of threads that are in this particular thread.
32. Next. Darth Brooks avatar. Darth Brooks. General. Asterisk. Graphic. Asterisk. Graphic. Asterisk. Graphic. Asterisk. Graphic.
Now, if you get like a star rating, like this has a star rating here, and it doesn't tell you how many, you can just count how many times it says, here asterisk or star, and you can estimate how good they are. The review is that way.
Asterisk. Graphic. Asterisk. Graphic. Friday, June 14th.
And it appears to be 6-star rating, if 6-star even exists. But you can navigate the thread around with talkback or your screen reader until you find what they said about your Saber and ask, hey, I can't see it. Can you make a video about it? And that's what I had done, and I hope this tip in Saber accessibility has helped you guys. I already did a video on hill accessibility, so I'm not going to go into that again. But I hope this video has taught about Saber accessibility and how to ask and navigate the sites you visit through your screen reader.
Scarecrow. Likes this. Quote, button, out of table.
Like that. And there you go. That's how to navigate Saber sites. And I used Facebook and TRA as an example. And TalkBack, the Rebel Armory takes TalkBack pretty well. And I am amazed. Now, as you saw, I'm not logged in. That's because I got a new phone. And I hope you guys find this video educational. I know this feels and sounds rambly. But I hope it was enough talk and info and point about Saber accessibility, especially when learning about your Saber that you're getting before you get it. And that's another video about Saber accessibility. Feel free to check out my video on hill accessibility and stuff like that, because there are options for lighting up buttons or tactile buttons, and soundboards that let you hear the menu. Like, for example, CFX tells you you're in the menu. Like, for example, CFX will tell you you're in a menu. And you can navigate to hear the font you want to go to. And feel free to check out my video on Saber hill accessibility and how to navigate your Saber when you can't see it. Thanks for watching. Had fun or learned something from this video? Feel free to check out more of Legal Blindness Nerding Out Fun here at Melissa's Legally Blind World. Remember to trust in the Force, and may it always be with you always. Get a load of these other videos from my channel. Thanks for watching.